สวัสดีครับ Good morning and thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. It's Sunday, January 11th and you're with me, Surapan Lautharanarit. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has urged Thai children to uphold self-sufficiency, social responsibility, and self-discipline to help steer the nation towards prosperity. During his speech to children on the National Children's Day at the Government House, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has stressed the need to instill curiosity for new knowledge, gratitude to families, teachers, and the nation, self-sufficiency and self-discipline among Thai children, whom he deems as an important element of national stability. General Prayut, who is dubbed as Uncle Prayut among kids, recommended to the little event-goers simple tips for success, which were namely telling the truth, waking up early, studying hard, loving parents, and finishing homework before playing. The National Children's Day event at the Government House this year featured fun-filled activities, traditional performances, and entertainment shows from various agencies. The highlight of each year is the children's opportunity to sit on the Prime Minister's chair made by the Fine Arts Department. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha stressed the importance of transparency in budget spending by governmental units, saying that it must be done in an orderly fashion while following strict regulations. General Prayut said that the government is working on the budget disbursement, simplifying and shortening the processes involved. He said that the provincial administrations must reach out to local administrations to draft budget plans together before proposing them to the cabinet. The Prime Minister said several charters may need to be amended to accommodate the changes, adding that there is a variety of information about the current state of the citizens' wealth and basic necessities that must be updated in order to accurately address the needs of the people. He said that a budget transparency inspection committee and several project inspection units will be established, while creating a responsible committee to help introduce the government's urgent policies, such as the establishment of special economic zones, infrastructure development projects, and agricultural zoning projects. The Russian Minister of Industry and Trade has expressed interest in importing rubber from Thailand during his visit to Bangkok. During a meeting with Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, Russian Minister of Industry and Trade Denis Manturov voiced readiness to foster ties with Thailand in all areas, including trade cooperation. Prime Minister Prayut, meanwhile, expressed satisfaction over the 118-year friendship between the two countries, adding that the Russian minister's visit to Thailand would pave the way for stronger partnership, especially in the economic aspect. The Premier also took this opportunity to persuade Russia to make investment in various fields, including infrastructure development, technology, military, and national defense. Russia has for the first time started to import frozen pork from Thailand in December 2014. The Russian minister also agreed to buy rubber from Thailand to meet the growing demand in his country. According to Minister Manturov, Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev will be visiting Thailand officially either in March or April, following the invitation of Prime Minister Prayut, which was extended during a meeting in Myanmar in November last year. The National Children's Day was celebrated throughout Thailand yesterday. Many fun and exciting activities were held for the Thai children. Khun Palada Muangsiri has his story.
Children are able to sit on the chair of the Prime Minister and visit his office at the Government House and the Thai Kufa building with its Italian architectural style. The Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha himself presided over the opening ceremony and met with Thai children who have made a difference to the country. Meanwhile, the National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, today held the English News Reading Contest to celebrate the Children's Day and gave children the chance to practice their English skills in preparation for the ASEAN community. The English News Reading Contest for children was held in the occasion of the 2015 Children's Day at the NBT station Vipawadi Rangsit Road in Bangkok. Participants aged 10 to 15 years old were given a news story to read in front of the camera in a TV studio, allowing them to catch a glimpse of the real-life experience of a news anchor. The activity was held to encourage children to become more confident in speaking English, which is an important language for the upcoming integration of the ASEAN community by the end of 2015. From the contest, Prom Sua Tim, age 12, a student from the Assumption College primary section, won the contest and received a 3,000 baht reward along with a certificate. Other participants have also received rewards and certificates, where the first runner-up received 2,000 baht, the third runner-up received 1,000 baht, and the two honorable mentions have received 500 baht each. All participants were also given many souvenirs as Children's Day gifts. In addition to the news reading contest, there were also many performances, exhibitions, games, and activities for children to participate and to show their talents, such as the singing contest, dancing contest, and folk recreation activities. NNT's news reading contest is a part of the activities held by the Public Relations Department, or PRD, with the activities from the National Broadcasting Services of Thailand, or NBT, Radio Thailand, and the National News Bureau of Thailand for the 2015 Children's Day. Children's Day has been celebrated since 1955 to acknowledge that children are an asset for the country and is Thailand's future. On Children's Day, children do not have to pay for train or bus fares. They are also allowed in amusement parks for free or at a reduced rate. This is Palada Mongsidi reporting.
Islamic Community Witya School in Songkhla Province's Sadao District held an event marking Children's Day 2015, promoting learning, body and soul development, and unity. According to the school, it was the 8th time the annual event was held, emphasizing that the activities held focused on enhancing kids' learning ability and highlighting self-actualization, while developing their skills, emotion handling, and mind, as well as social interaction and integration. Activities included live performances by students from various classes, ranging from elementary to high school levels, such as Al-Nasheed Show, Tali Kipas Dancing, Quiz Show, and Talent Show. All participating students were given Children's Day presents or souvenirs. The Constitution Drafting Committee, or CDC, gave a special gift to children on the National Children's Day by putting the protection of rights of children and youth as the first article in the new Constitution they are drafting. CDC President Bowan Sakuwano said that the first article prescribes that each family has the rights to receive state facilitation to live with normal standard of quality of life, the rights to survive and get developed in a way that is appropriate to their surrounding, and the rights to be protected by the government from being exploited or interfered for economic and social purposes which may harm their physical and mental health. Moreover, children and youth under 16 are unable to earn enough income, who are unable to earn enough income for themselves must receive financial subsidy from the government. Under this article, the government must take up roles in protecting and developing young persons to have good physical health and mental health, embedded with generosity, wisdom, morality, and good education. These qualities are necessary to the national development. Mr. Bawonsak said comments or suggestions regarding the topic can be made to the CDC. Thailand and China will late this month discuss details of the establishment of a committee overseeing the joint railway development project. According to Transport Minister Prachin Chantong, the two nations will talk about the setting up of a joint committee to oversee the construction of the 1.435-meter standard gauge double-track railways between January 20th and 22nd. Both sides will discuss the investment budgets and the duration of the project, with China undertaking to compile the list of financial institutions which agree to act as the financial sources. Minister Prachin said the list of selected loan providers and the amount of cash for the first installment should be concluded within 6 months. The two parties will survey the construction site starting late February until early March. The construction is expected to take 4 years, half of which will be the responsibility of Thailand. Regarding the project implementation, which involves land expropriation, design, and cost assessment, the two countries will explore scopes of the tasks before concluding on their duties and roles. Concerning doubts about the benefits China expects from the investment, Air Chief Marshal Prachin explained that the project would open an opportunity for China to introduce her locally made double-track railways to Thailand. At the same time, the Thai transport system would be able to enjoy the technological foundation offered by China. The appointment of the project's management body is expected to be concluded within late this year. Former Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra on Friday appeared before the National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, to defend herself in the rice pledging scheme. The trial kicked off at 10 a.m. on Friday amid tight security, during which the NLA deliberated the motion submitted by the National Anti-Corruption Commission, which claimed under the anti-corruption law that Ms. Yingluck had ignored the problems that occurred in the scheme while she was in power. Ms. Yingluck was given an opportunity to give a statement and present documents in her defense. The case will come to a close on January 21st, 3 days before the NLA decides whether Ms. Yingluck has breached the anti-corruption law. Institutional investors are expecting the Thai stock market to sink during the next 3 months, whereas individual investors and brokerage companies expect the market to remain steady, according to the Federation of the Thai Capital Market Organization, or FEDCO. Ms. Warawan Tharapoom, chairperson of FEDCO, revealed the result of the organization's survey of investor confidence over the next 3 months. The confidence index has declined to 88.27 from an index of 119.22 compiled in the previous survey. The fall in confidence was observed in all groups of investors. While individual investors and securities companies expect the market to remain steady in the 3 months from now, domestic and foreign institutional investors expect a decline. According to Ms. Warawan, investors viewed real estate and construction as the most attractive business category. Natural resource-related businesses were viewed as the most unattractive. Factors influencing the confidence of investors include the drop in oil price, the European Central Bank's economic stimulus measures, Japan's injection of capital into its economy, the Thai government's economic policies, domestic liquidity, and household debt. The surveyed investors expect the Thai economy to expand by 3 to 3.5% this year, driven mainly by the state's investment and spending. Economically, Thailand is known as an agricultural country. Thailand is the biggest rice exporter to the world. especially when it comes to fruits, vegetables, and flowers. What makes the plant life in this country so bountiful? Our reporter Kun Panotsi Sinsap went to Nakhon Ratchasima province to investigate.
At Lakhit village, situated inside a valley in Pak Chong district of Nakhon Ratchasima province, the land is very fertile. Everything grows well, looks great, and tastes delicious. What makes it like that? I talked with Mr. Suthi Wong Unchai, an agriculturalist in the area, and he told me that before, the land in this area wasn't so fertile. In fact, the soil was very acidic and rough. Nothing can be grown around here, or if a plant did survive, it wouldn't give a good yield. This situation resulted from the people's impatience to grow crops that pull them towards using chemical fertilizers, which produces a quick result. They did not realize that the future long-term effect of chemical fertilizers is the deterioration of the soil itself.
เมื่อกี้คุณลุงบอกว่าสมัยก่อนตรงเนี้ยปลูกอะไรไม่ขึ้นเลยไม่ขึ้นครับไม่ขึ้นแล้วมาพริกแพงยังไงถึงขึ้นใช่ไหมก็นี่ไงเมื่อก่อนแถวบ้านเนี่ยมันมูลวัวมันจะมีเยอะแต่มันมีส่งกลิ่นเหม็นนะก็มาช่วยคิดว่าเราจะเอาไปทำอะไรได้ของใหม่เอาไปใส่พืชมันก็ไม่ดีเราก็บอกไม่เป็นไรก็ช่วยกันเอาไปใส่ในไร่นะอย่าเพิ่งปลูกอะไรหมักไว้สักเดือน2 เดือนก่อนที่จะปลูกพืชอะไรก็เนี่ยเอาขี้วัวมูลวัวต่างๆเนี่ยเอามาใส่ไว้เป็นตัน2 ตันแหละที่แถวเนี้ยใส่ให้กระจายไปทั่วเลยตอนหลังมันก็ดินมันเริ่มดีขึ้นปลูกอะไรมันก็เริ่มจะดีมันก็ไม่ดีทีเดียวเราก็ถึงมาหันมาใช้พวกแร่ธาตุต่างๆมาเสริมคือไปเรียนรู้จากทางท่านอาจารย์ที่มีความรู้ด้านเกษตรเราก็ไปสอบถามเข้ามาว่าเราน่าจะใส่ไงถ้าปรับปรุงดินให้ดีเขาก็แนะนำว่ามีโดโลไม้นะมีโดลาไม้ให้มันปรับปรุงสภาพดินนะมียิบซ้ำมีอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเขาบอกว่าให้ดินมันโปร่งมันไรเราก็เอาตรงนั้นมาผสมผสานกันมาปรับใช้ดินถึงดีเนี่ยทุกวันนี้ลุงปลูกอะไรเนี่ยไม่มีโทรมเขียวตลอดเราไม่ได้ใช้อะไรเยอะคือดินมันดีแล้วไงผมอยากฝากทั่วไปนะว่าอยากให้ปรับสภาพดินให้มันดีก่อนอย่าไปคิดว่ามันเสียเวลานะขอเสียเวลาแต่ดินมันดีขึ้นแล้วมันจะมีชีวิตที่ดีกับตัวเองเรามองไปเนี่ยรู้สึกมันเขียวขจีไปหมดเนาะดูเลยตื่นเช้ามามันอากาศมันดีอะ
Gaining success with the development of their own organic fertilizer helped to recover from what chemical fertilizer has done to their soil. Uncle Suthi and other villagers would also like to share their experience with other people who also need to improve their land area. They have established a small factory to produce just enough for the people in the area and nearby, while a learning center has also been established with lots of people coming to his home each day and more than 1,000 each year to learn how they might do the same. Uncle Suthi is more than happy to share his knowledge with them. Lastly, Uncle Suthi suggested that it is best to have patience. Don't try to hurry things up by turning to chemical fertilizer. Go with the nature and everything will come out just fine. Camera work by Wirdit Koshasini and Ampanosi Sinsap in BT World, Nakhon Ratchasima.
That brings us to the end of our edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a quick break, let's have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 11th core value: keeping physical and mental strength, unyielding to evil powers or desires, having a sense of shame over guilt and sins in accordance with religious principles.
Even if we don't see them, they are amongst us. And they're hungry. Slay your power-sucking monsters. Take their power away. Think when you plug.
Faithful Buddhists are invited to donate to the building of a huge Buddha statue known as Praputta Metta. It's to be constructed at Tepratown Temple, Soidao, Jantaburi. With a 20,000 baht donation, the donor's name will be engraved on the foundations of the statue. Those wishing to contribute may make their donations at the Royal Thai Embassy or at the Consulate General in each country, 7-Eleven convenience stores and stores with counter service signs, Rung Thai Bank, Siam Commercial Bank or Bangkok Bank. Please contact the phone numbers shown for more details.
Welcome back to Newsline. It's time now for ASEAN and beyond. An Indonesian search team lifted the tail of crashed AirAsia QZ8501 from the Java Sea on Saturday to bring the wreckage to shore. The torn tail was put on a search vessel and was heading to the port in Pangkalanbun. It was floated off the seabed 30 meters below using a balloon in an operation which took 2 hours. Indonesian officials confirmed on Friday that the cockpit voice and flight recorders, or black boxes, were no longer intact in the tail section. Divers were scouring the seabed for the black box, which is likely located about 1 kilometer from the wreck of the tail. Indonesia AirAsia flight QZ8501 lost contact with air traffic control during bad weather on December 28th, less than halfway into a 2-hour flight from Indonesia to Singapore. There were no survivors among the 162 people on board. 48 bodies, including at least 2 strapped to their seats, have been found so far. And now let's take a look at stories from elsewhere around the globe. French police released on Saturday video of the assault on the hideout of the 2 brothers suspected of the killings at satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo. The assault took place around 5 a.m. local time on Friday afternoon. The brothers had taken one hostage who escaped unharmed. Loud gunfire can be heard, and the video shows scores of riot police getting ready for the assault. A few minutes later, French security forces launched an assault on a kosher shop in Paris, where a man was holding several hostages, killing the hostage taker. 4 hostages had been killed there. The whereabouts of the partner of the Jewish Delhi attacker, 26-year-old Ayat Boumediene, remained unknown. Police listed her as a suspect in that strike and an earlier shooting of a policewoman, describing her as armed and dangerous. More than 150,000 people braved sub-zero temperatures to take part in the start of an ice fishing festival in South Korea on Saturday. The Sancheoneo Festival is held every year in Hwacheon, 120 kilometers north of the capital Seoul, in the northern province of Gangwon. The festival gets its name from a mountain trout that lives in the surrounding lakes and creeks. The festival also attracts foreigners, and this year about 5,000 foreign visitors have come on opening day, organizers said. Enthusiasts say the trout has a nutty and sweet taste. The festival first started in 2003. Organizers say over 1 million visitors come every year to try and catch the trout, which can only live in water with temperatures below 20 degrees Celsius. Central Park Zoo in New York introduced to the public 2 new inhabitants, grizzly bears Betty and Veronica, who were rescued in 1995 by the Wildlife Conservation Society. Betty is described as a curious blonde, Veronica as a more reserved brunette. The 2 bears have since lived at New York's Bronx Zoo until they were transferred to Central Park recently. They are living in a remodeled habitat previously occupied by polar bear Gus, who died in 2013. The habitat is renovated to resemble Betty's native Montana. Veronica originally hails from Yellowstone Park, Wyoming. According to the society, both bears had become too accustomed to humans, and local authorities consider them a danger to people. And that's all for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or simply check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. And for now, we're going to say goodbye with some footage of newborn dusky leaf monkey at Chiang Mai Zoo. I'm Surapan Lautararit. Thank you for your company and have a wonderful day. สวัสดีครับ